Today I'm going to be breaking down the main event of UFC Macau that's going to be taking place next weekend. I'm going to do the full card predictions either later this week or very early next week, but the main event is going to be between Song Yadong and Deiveson Figueiredo. It is going to be a very good card. It's actually another nighttime card for us Aussies here. And I wanted to talk about this main fight because it's a very interesting fight between these two contenders. But I just don't think it's going to be a close fight, to be honest. And that's why I wanted to break this one down. It always looks good when you do a breakdown and you absolutely nail it. So I think that that's basically why I'm making this one. I think I've got a perfect prediction and I want to be able to be given the credit when I actually get it right. Now, stylistically, the reason why I don't think this one's going to be a close fight is because stylistically this is terrible, absolutely terrible for Deiveson Figueiredo. Every single one of his fights recently have basically just been an explosion match where if you can land 9 harder strikes per round than Figgy's 8 strikes per round, then you'll beat him. But if you don't, then he's going to win. So every Song Yadong fight is also an explosion matchup. But the difference is that Song Yadong is actually fast and he's actually really good at sitting on counters. And he is in his prime. And the only way that I can see Figueiredo winning this is either like being inactive on the feet but dropping Song Yadong enough to win or getting takedowns. And basically that's the only way he can win. And that's impossible to do against Song Yadong. Song Yadong ain't getting dropped by Deiveson Figueiredo. Look at that chin. Look at the cinder block of a head that he has. He ain't getting chinned by Figgy. He isn't even going to get dropped by Figueiredo. He ain't going to get hurt by Figueiredo. That's the thing. And if you're looking in the grappling, Song Yadong is able to defend takedowns from everyone that he fights. Yeah, Piotr Yan was able to get him down with some really slick takedowns. He got back up. So, for Figueiredo, what shot does he have in this one? I actually honestly believe that he had more of a chance of beating Umar Nurmagomedov than he does against against Song Yadong. Because if he's going in this explosion matchup against a guy who is more explosive than him, he is going to lose that. Now, even though Figueiredo, he doesn't have too many methods of victory for this one, he still can win. He just has to offensively grapple early and have a perfect fight. He has to be a lot more active on the feet than he usually is. And he has to also start very slow. This is a 5-round fight. Figueiredo's not shown cardio for 3 rounds the last couple of years, let alone 5. Now, Figgy might be able to stall moments in a 5-rounder though, and that's really what he should be going for. Figueiredo needs to go with the prime Figueiredo game plan with a little bit of craftiness thrown on top. He needs to drop Song Yadong or cut him really bad in a round and win that round. He needs to get a takedown in one of the rounds to win the round. And he needs to have some sort of control in the round as well, in a different round. Because Figueiredo, as I was saying before, he ain't finishing Song Yadong. No chance. No chance at all. I could bet my whole life savings, which isn't much, but I could bet all of that Song Yadong is not getting finished by Deiveson Figueiredo. Especially the Figgy that we're seeing nowadays. If this was the Figueiredo that fought Chito Vera, maybe he's got a shot. But he hasn't got a chance. He has to look for submissions, try and bait Song Yadong into bad takedowns. Maybe with some pressure he can do that. But the thing is that Song Yadong, he's going to be so comfortable on the feet, there's no reason for him to go for a takedown. It's only going to be if Figueiredo can hurt him that he will go for a takedown. And that's the thing. He isn't going to hurt this absolutely giant head of Song Yadong. And every single aspect of the game that Figueiredo's good at, Song Yadong is better. Figueiredo's got really nice takedowns. Song's takedown defense is better than that. He's got very explosive takedown defense. His sprawl is really, really good. He trains at Alpha Male. His timing on takedown defense is amazing as well. And even if you're there on singles and double legs, he's easily able to get back out of them. If you get a body lock, he's not going to let you get up against the cage and work around to the back, take the back. That isn't how Song Yadong grapples. He's way too explosive for that. So in the grappling, there's no chance for Figgy. Sure, maybe he can lock up a guillotine at one point, but I think Song Yadong, Team Alpha Male, they all do guillotines. He's not getting caught by one of them. And then I think that Song Yadong, he is patient enough to also not make any of the crucial errors that you need to make to lose to Figueiredo, which would be either charging in and getting caught, but he's not going to get finished either way. He's got a massive chin, or getting out grappled. He's too smart to rush in and do that. Like, if you remember the Chris Gutierrez fight, terrible, awful fight, but he was very patient the entire time, and he didn't get caught with any really big shots. And I think that he's going to have to run that same game plan here. And I think he can. He can be patient. If you saw against Henry Cejudo, he was very, very patient in that fight. And I think he's going to start off very fast. He's going to see that Figueiredo in the last couple of fights was weaker. And I think he knows that he can make Figueiredo quit. The way that I know that Figgy blew his knee out against Sandhagen, but it looked like a fight that he quit before he got into that 50-50 position. Like, it looked like he was quitting when he was going for those leg locks. And I genuinely think Song Yadong will be able to make Deiveson Figueiredo quit early. I think early on, Figueiredo, he might start off going for a couple of takedowns here and there. They're going to get shucked off real early. And then Song Yadong, he's going to start piecing him up on the feet. Figueiredo, we all know how he fights at the moment. He's standing at range. He's feinting, he's standing there, he's jumping around, and then every minute or so, he'll go for a really heavy punch. He might throw a leg kick or two in between then. Whereas Song Yadong, he's going to be throwing out the jab every now and then. He's going to be slamming leg kicks like he did against Sean O'Malley. And granted, maybe Figueiredo, his leg kick defense, which is pretty good, will show in this fight. But I just think that early on, Figueiredo, he might have a moment or so, but he just doesn't do anything more than that nowadays. You don't see Figueiredo landing a 3-punch combination, go for a takedown, get him down, get some ground and pound off seconds later. Like, that doesn't happen. Figueiredo does things in 30-second bursts. He'll go for a 3-punch combination, and then he'll wait. And he'll wait. And Song Yadong, in between those times, he's going to be jabbing up his face. He's going to be leg kicking him. And Figueiredo, it's going to get to the point where, late round 2, early round 3, he's really getting peppered up, and it's getting really, really annoying for him. And I think at one point, he's just going to quit. He's going to be standing up there and he's just going to decide, no, I got nothing left to give. He's going to shrivel up against the cage. Song Yadong is going to get a ground and pound TKO. I think for Song, if he really wants to finish this fight early, he should go for a lot of, for one, he should go to the body early. And he should go for a lot of leg kicks. Figueiredo and a lot of these guys who are Figueiredo's age, we're seeing it more and more. The more body shots you throw against these guys, the more likely they are to quit. Like, you see Nate Diaz against Mike Perry on the weekend, and you just see Mike Perry smashing his body like no one else has ever done. And you realize when these unks get older, they don't have the strength in their abs. They don't have the strength in their midsection to be able to get around that. So, and even though Deiveson Figueiredo, he is ripped, look at him, he's absolutely jacked. But he missed weight last time out. He was looking a little bit pudgy, a little bit fat in moments. And Song Yadong, he's going to be out there and he can target that body early. Figgy's got a big midsection. That's an easy target for him. And then he should start going to the legs as well. He should start... There should be a very iron game plan of going bottom to top. And then once he is actually targeting the head of Figueiredo, he's going to get him out of there. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Because Figueiredo, the thing is that what we've been watching of him recently is like an 8-strike per round fight against Montel Jackson, where Montel Jackson rocks him and then Montel Jackson gets rocked and then does nothing for the rest of the fight. Song Yadong, he's not the most active guy. I know he's not the most active guy, but he's active enough to outdo Deiveson Figueiredo and make him quit. I think late round 2, early round 3 TKO, Song Yadong's going to smoke him. And when I say smoke him, it's not like, I don't think he's going to lay Figueiredo out. Like, I don't think Figueiredo's going to be out cold on the canvas. I think it's going to be one of those moments where you're like, yeah, this guy don't have it anymore. And I don't think Figueiredo has it anymore. Which is sad to say. Figueiredo at flyweight in his prime was an absolute monster. But we're seeing these last couple of fights, since the Piotr Jan fight, the Corey Sandhagen, Montel Jackson, those fights, they look very different to prime Figueiredo. Umar Nurmagomedov, they look completely different to old Figgy. And I think this version of Figgy is going to get cooked by a prime Song Yadong. Song's only losing to Sean O'Malley, only losing to Piotr Jan, only losing to these high-level guys. He ain't losing to 38-year-old Figueiredo who's missing weight nowadays. I'm sorry. I love Figgy. It ain't happening for him here. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section below. Who do you reckon will win this one? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.